Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. So for today I'm actually doing another Ultimate Arc. Now unfortunately my adventures haven't gone very well. The only good tame I have is one of the RGs that I tamed, and that was an absolute mistake. Just to be honest, it was a mistake. This is a miss on levels, and I accidentally took a double mutated with two different stats. So yeah, that's why that one is sitting there. This is just the original parent, who was a very low level tame. And then is my theory army. Now, I do have a lot to show you, and as soon as the sun is up, we're going to have a blast of a time. But before then, let's get on to the original RG. Let's give him a quick flight. So yeah, here we go. Now, the entire base isn't floating. I just decided to make it look like it's floating by using glass mirrors. Oh my, it's this early in the night. And right on top is one of the best things that I've ever done. I have a garden that is totally transparent. Now, unfortunately, I used to play on a console, so I couldn't do things like this here. You don't get transparency in this version for console, and you don't get S+. So yeah, that's one of the catches. So my Ultimate Arc adventures have definitely been going well. Let's see, actual deaths which aren't due to me forgetting my computer on or forgetting to pause the game or any of those things, is 0. I haven't died to any creatures so far in all this time. I've died to a login bug. I don't even know what happened. I logged in and my character fell from the sky, but I was on the ground because my bird was still on the ground. So yeah, there was the login. Okay, who are you? Okay, this is an accidental baby. Got away from the traps. I'll go throw that 110 into the baby grinder. Now, here's something to note. My theory Dinos are absolutely powerful. I have them with 11 health mutations, or no, I think I'm up to 14 at the moment. Yeah, so which one is it? Yeah, Sanya has 11 health. If I'm correct, you'll see its parent. No, 14 health mutations. And I'll just destroy all souls. Now let's go in here. As you can see, I have a very weird breeding setup. I do have the S+ items all built and in place before I started using the station, the dinosaur storage. We have cryopods in the game. It's just that stupid cryo sickness that I don't want to have, so I decided to use this to my advantage. Oh, and that is actually where I'm storing everything. Now, since I already have 110, I just have to type in 112, and this will tell me if anything is mutated. It is, but it's on the wrong stat, and also on the wrong stat. So destroy all. Let's hope that Raptor Claws goes away, because I'm getting the arc music flowing through a bit heavy right now. Now you'll see that these are excess females. You see that they show that they're from a 10 mutation stack, and that's because the parent had 10 mutations, but they have 0 mutations. They aren't mutated at all. So I use them as perfect females, but they aren't listed perfect females because they have mutation stacks written into them. Now I'm the only person who'll know where my mutation stacks are because of the actual writing on them. As you can see, this one is called H14 and he mates. Oh, this one here has decided not to mate. That's brilliant. But anyway, that is just diverting off because normally they sunk through the floor, so that is another story altogether. I have an Enki and a Dodic that stay on me. They very low level tames. I have an item collector to help with my production of fertilizer. I'll just access it quickly. You can see it just has 2 eggs in it. Eventually I should have a ton of eggs. And that is something that I really need. Unfertilized eggs, I'm gonna need a ton of them. Once I have that, I can start making some kibbles. I don't know why it's so slow. I know I can produce eggs inside the soul storage, the dino storage mod. And yeah, as you can see, my base is pretty neat. As you can see, small little storage areas, nice little kegs all over the place. Let's open the stage. It only have 2. That means I have beer. Beer and Kalian soup for my other side. You'll see why in a second. Now, I know that Ultimate Arc requires a little bit more action than what I am showing you, and there's a reason why this is all that I have. I haven't been able to get too much of a good thing going. I've really failed quite a bit. Oh, Raptor Claw's sleigh is passing over on the side. I don't see any close by present, so I'm not even gonna go looking for it. And finally, he is out of here. Now I can't wait for the sunlight to hit this place. It looks way better in the daytime. And yes, I have put off Ultimate Arc because I haven't been able to get good tames. Anybody who's played on the island will know that tames are a nightmare. Sorry. I've actually turned up the difficulty level in hopes of gaining more tames. From what I can tell, I have the right difficulty level. I'm not used to upping it so high. Oh, that's the... Forgot to grab fertilizer from the other side. And I still hit the wrong one. As you can see, compost burn, 9 in. That is a fantastic figure to start with. And then I'll go up and I'll show you the reason why I grabbed the beer. Now, I've been sitting in this base AFK for days and days. There's a reason why this base has no lights, and that's because I don't see a reason to keep lights in this base since it is transparent. In the day, this is... wait, which one is it that I need? Oh yeah, the gardener takes alcohol. Beer. No, not alcohol, beer. Now, as you can see, there's 2 of those. You can see all of these other things have been collected. The seeds aren't really all that important, but nonetheless, when I have 1,000 in a stack of each of the vegetables, I'm going to pull it from here, and then I'll be able to stack it up in other places. Farmer, he's just going to keep gathering all the fertilizer. And then let me just go up to the forbidden zone, basically. The big bad garden. Okay, let's run. And here we go. Now, as you can see, the garden looks totally transparent, but there's actually a full greenhouse up here, as you can see by the wall that I'm running into. And I've made them in rows so that everything is just perfectly set like this. As you can see, this is the long grass. Then the next one over is the rock carrots. For some reason, I'm getting the glitch where the greenhouse effect is actually dwindling in some places in this greenhouse. I don't know why it's doing it. Everything is totally covered. There's glass ceilings, glass walls, and even on top of that, most of the lower parts are glass. It's only that there's a stone ceiling. The reason is the crystal was getting a bit insane. I think I spent something like a couple 100,000 crystal just building this base. So yeah, this is insanely expensive. This is no exit. This is actually another glass wall that I made totally transparent. And I actually think that it looks amazing like this here, because as you can see, the nighttime is just perfect. You can see outside, so you know what's going on. And for some reason, at some point, if it rains, the darkness gets so bad that you can't see anything inside the base. Oh, there's it, sunlight. is time for dawn. That is exactly what you want to see. Now on this side, I'm actually collecting two types of eggs at the same time, so this here makes it a nightmare to handle. And you will notice if I throw out any of these melee mutations, that is dinosaurs, they show excess mutations. Now the reason is they come from a mutated parent, one side, and the other side was unmutated, but they showing mutations nonetheless. H3 isn't actually a H3, he's a H2M1. So it was an odd mistake that I made, so I ended up picking him up and using him. So let's go outside and have a look at the base in the light. As you can see, the entire structure looks like it's floating and it's balancing on the gate. Now obviously the gate isn't holding anything, structural support is enabled on my server, so this is just a side effect. I know that it's been a while since I've done any updates for this year. To be honest, I've been stuck in New World quite heavily, trying to catch up. That's more of a chore nowadays, so you're gonna see quite a bit more of Ark. To be honest, I have 2 or 3 days worth of content, and soon it is all about getting the small creatures ready for the big adventures, because following this, it's actually going to be cave running and boss fights. Now obviously I'm far away from that level. I still need to get kibble ready, I still need to get a ton of other things. Obviously I'm gonna get egg laying dodos. They're so easy to tame that I haven't worried about them till now. I'll just go onto one of the beaches and knock out like 30 of them, and then I'll put 1 male and 30 females into one of these containers, and just have it pop out babies like not babies, sorry, pop out eggs like crazy, just for me to make dodo kibble. Basically, it's not dodo kibble because of the renaming and how things work. Okay, let me just quickly do this, and I am going to go with a little bit more melee damage. Now as you can see, this is a terrible RG just from the onset. 6k is about the standard for health that most people will aim for, and considering the fact that I haven't put on any type of creature finder mod because I know S Plus has it in the end, I will only enable it once I complete my transmitter. So once the transmitter is purchased, that means it's time for those features in S Plus. It also means that upload is going to have to get ready. My rules on upload are pretty simple. I can take blueprints for saddles, I cannot take saddles. I can take mating pairs and all mutations. So basically 4 plus 2, so that's 6 of each creature can come through with me to each arc, and that is per creature. The reason is when you jump from arc to arc, you might get better levels on, say for example, Scorched Earth, which is fantastic for taming, and all of a sudden you've got 150 plus 150 plus 150, and you're going to get a big boost and an increase. Now just like that there, you also get tech dinos. Tech dinos are much easier to spot on Scorched Earth or Aberration, and when you get those perfect sets of tech and stat-wise creatures, you're going to have amazing creatures. Now obviously Aberration has some weird rules, so Aberration, all my dinos will be at my disposal. However, you're not allowed to use flies on Aberration because of its underground story. So there will be no flies on Aberration, and on top of that, on Aberration there will be no Rexes even if I do tame them. However, my 30 Xenosaurus army will be coming through. It's going to be a H20 before I give up on trying to keep mutating health. I need quite a bit of health to actually fight the boss, and I'm not going to have enough from just breeding it up. I'm going to need a lot of melee. I'm not going to have enough. Stamina wise, it's not very important. Only the riding creatures need stamina, but all of them will have stamina. I don't have many good... Oh. Gotcha claws. I actually have some of those coals, and I'm actually doing a very bad thing right now. If he attacked me, my RG inside the base would have been crazy. I think I'm too close. Now, as you can see, my render distance isn't the best, and my graphics aren't at 100% settings. The reason is because I know that I'm going to be recording, so I have to tune it down a little bit and give up some of the vegetation quality, some of the basics from the environment. Now, as you can see, this bird is fantastic. However, I don't have a cave creature as yet. You need something small and agile and movable through a cave. So I'm going to be looking for a Megatherium, or on top of that, the other option is to go for a Daedon, which would be a real weird one because Daedons aren't really the best creatures for fighting things with. However, their healing capabilities are really fantastic. So yeah, I'm really thinking about that as my big play. And if I do get a Daedon, that Daedon is actually purely for the purpose of going into sorry, I'm actually getting I like how that Dimetrodons like to try to fight. Oh yeah, there's a reason why I don't like swamps, and that reason is so simple. I don't like Capros. Capros are my most hated predator in the game. They always have that nasty habit of knocking you off. I cannot kill that no matter how much I want to. It's a bit too high level for me, basically. Anybody who plays Ark knows that you have to actually gather a lot of chitin and keratin, and yeah, there's the gathering. I found a snail, so I had to kill it. I wish I could kill that titan. There is absolutely no chance of me doing it, not with my current teams. This year will die in less than 20 seconds, and even if I had a full army of Dinos, they'll die in no time against this boss because their health is that low. Now, obviously, Therizinosaurus is a very weird army to choose to use for boss battles. However, I'm hopeful that by using the Theri army, I'm going to be able to get through the dragon. I know they're going to make it through the spider no problem, especially on Alpha right now with 20 by 20 stacks on health and melee. They're going to make it through. The 20 stack for weight is important because otherwise they'll just be burdened down the moment they hit anything. So yeah, that is very important for that particular role. And yeah, that's just about the basic breakdown that I have. I might come back here for that oh, I see something. As you can see, the levels are really, really low. I'm not even gonna deny this here, but so far the highest I've seen in any level for any creature is 112. And that's the RG who was originally the parent for this particular RG that I'm flying. So yeah, that is the real odd one out. 112 was the highest level in wild tames, while 150 should be the Ark tame level, and yeah, it's been really difficult in every other way. Oh. Yeah, I could go back to my other base and grab as much of the fertilizer as I possibly can. It seems pretty counterproductive to have two bases spread out the way that these are, but it does have its purpose. By spreading it out this way, I can get away with a lot more, and I'm actually just gonna feed gotcha claws over there a little bit before I head on to the next task. Now, yes, the automatic gates do help a bit. I can park on the top and come down into the base if I really wanted to. That's not an option on the other base. This base is just fancy for no reason, to be honest. It's because it's my first base, and the reason why it has so much of storage is also because it's the first base. Yeah, first things first, let's go to dump. I call it dump because I dump everything in here before I continue on with any task. As you can see, there's scrap metal, there's obsidian in here, although I can't pull the obsidian to the side. Dino leash, mistletoe, coals. So I'm just gonna grab that. That is for gotcha claws. I believe that's how you use it. I'm not 100% sure, and I'm not about to double check right now. Let's have a look in here. As you can see, I have quite a bit of cementing paste. I'm just gonna go 100 on the number here. It's not enough, but let's go. I've run out of cementing paste so many times, it's not even funny, so that will definitely help out. And let's gather some of this fertilizer. I need to just double check my feeding troughs have berries in them, otherwise they can be an absolute disaster later down the line. Right now the fact is that I don't have to go to each and every individual crop plot and check if they have fertilizer in them because of the gardener. That makes it so much easier to handle, and considering the slow rate of loss to not decomposition, the slow rate of loss to consumption of fertilizer, I don't really have to worry about much. I do have 2 other tames in the base that are real minor tames. They were just my first tames to just get me around the map and to make things slightly easier, and that's just about it. Oh no, that's a wrap. I had to kill that one, unfortunately. Oh wow, he just walked straight over me. That should pop a stone off his back. Yeah, you failed to get that one. Kidding me. This is everybody's favorite thing to do. Watch a gotcha move around in circles and hope that it picks up your package. Am I getting something wrong with this whole coal and mistletoe story? That you have to feed it a lot, or I'll figure it out eventually. I've never ever played the Christmas event ever. So yeah, this is my first time even Okay, I've had enough. Okay, so that's how it works. Dino candy. I know how that works. I'll just do this here quickly on the RG just for the sake of it. It doesn't last all that long if I remember correctly, so yeah, here we go. I'm not much of a skins person, to be honest. There's only 1 or 2 skins that I would ever be caught using. And let's go. You could always mutate these colors into a creature if you're mutating for long enough and you're willing to hold on to color stacks. But I'm not so worried about it. This is just a temporary color up. So yeah, there we go. Let's park this guy off next to them. And yeah, he looks beautiful. He's gonna have that whole glow to him. So yeah, you've seen the basics of this base, and oh, that reminds me. I need to dump some fertilizer on a gardener. No, not the gardener. On the farmer. As you can see, I've overloaded him with the basics. I'm gonna need a ton of mating dinos in each class, or I'm just gonna need a pair of Uteranus, which I will be grabbing sometime soon. I actually just have to go back to the other base, build up my armor for the snow, and that would be it. Yeah, to be honest, that would be all that I have to do. That's a mistake. I actually meant to eat and drink. Midday bell. So yeah, if you do catch me in the next episode, Hopefully there will be a few UTs. I'm hoping to not just grab one. I'm hoping that I get a high level Uteranus. Um, a low level won't help at all, so that will be a big failure. Okay, time to access this. I look at myself here. Does any of the... Okay, I'm gonna need a ton of repairs. What is this you're short on? Okay, so the first thing I'll do is go FLA. Alright, and I will grab 5 worth of this. Okay, there we go. Quick and easy, nice repairs. I I do really run through armor in terms of strength quite a bit. Here I'm doing it there because I know I'm gonna have to get water breathing done, because one of the caves that I needed for artifacts is in the ocean. So I'm going to have to go in there. I'm gonna have to get it. So that's the reason for this particular crossbow being left here. It's the highest level that I have, and I don't want to make a ton of arrows. So yeah, that's gonna take out the harshness of that factor. And right now I need to make fur armor. Okay, I believe I'm looking for under armor. Yeah, there's it. So let's go 1. So yeah, this is going to be the big trip to the north. It's going to be the heaviest trip that I've taken so far. Hopefully it doesn't get me killed anytime in this trip. I'm gonna have to build a capture cage. It's one of the catches when you're going after such a dangerous creature. And let me make sure that my weapons are all set. Yeah, I have 2 rifles on me. One is full health, one is not full health, but it is fine. Next thing's going to be water. Gonna have to grab some. Why is it being so difficult with me? Put this in, take it out, and done. I've got my first set of stuff all ready to go, and time to see what Haji has on it. It's not that heavy, but nonetheless, let's go on to the big guy. Let's go scrap metal first. All sources, pull. Then no, let's go metal. Nothing. Okay, no need to go any further. Let's just say done. There are pieces of a trap left in here. 16. Alright, yeah, here's this. There should be foundation somewhere. No, no foundations. Okay, I guess I have to build my trap. So my trap is quite simple. It's quite a heavy trap in terms of size. Oh, there's 11 out of the 16 required, because it's basically set to be a 4x4. But I'll go back and I'll have a look at it. I know that I do squeeze it down by quite a bit. It's meant to be a little bit larger. I can actually make it a 4x2. That would mean 8. So I'll just take 8. Then I need a dino gate. Wood dino gateway, stone dino gateway. Alright, so that is going to sit on this, 2 at the end. You put it on and it's going to be a perfect narrow pass. You can get a Uranus in. However, it needs to be 4 high, so I need to go back to my foundations and grab an additional 2. Right. So that there accounts for the pulling out. Actually, I might just make one more stone foundation. So yeah, here we go, just one of that to the access. Alright, stone foundations are extra. This year I need it to be 4 high on every single wall. Let's say I'm only going 4, so 4x4 is 16. No, there are a total of 8 plus 2, 10 sides at 4. 10 times 4 is 40. Yeah. So 40, let's pull. Whoa, I'm actually short on stone. I'm shocked on that. That is something which shouldn't be happening for me, considering the amount of stone I've collected for this base. But anyway, oh no, I don't have to worry about that. I just realized I should be able to pull that off in a matter of seconds. Just come here. First part of the trap, second part of the trap, third part, and there's still ramps that need to be made. It's going to take me more than 4. It's 4 per side, that's 8, so 8 ramps. I only have 3. So let's go to the Enki. He's the man for the job. Not Enki, sorry, Dodicarus. Make that mistake. Like so amateur. Let's see, what's the weight at? By the way, this isn't a good tame or anything of the sort. This is just a tame I saw on the side, and I decided, you know what, I need an Enki for when I need to get stone, so that I don't get sidetracked every single time. And that should do it for now. I really like how quickly it gains levels. It also makes the stone gathering so much simpler, because that's like not yet. Just pull the stone into the stone case. I believe I have it. Oh, it actually has some. So 7 is what I'm gonna need. So let's craft all 7. Then where is the stone ramp? No, it's a roof. Okay, let's go ramp. This here needs 5, so I'll go with that quickly. Hopefully this isn't too much for me to carry all in one go. So gate, foundations, and that's everything I need for a trap. I do not clean my traps off my server because nobody else plays on these servers. So that's the beauty of it. I don't have to worry about clutter, I don't have to worry about access. I can be as excessive as I want to be. And nobody's gonna complain because I'm the only person on the server. Whoa, what? I was actually shocked at that. I didn't expect it to actually knock me down instantly with overbird. The rain shouldn't be inside the structure. It's just a glitch that allows the rain to enter. And obviously, as you saw, I have my armor ready. I have everything that I need for these particular tames ready to go. I'm gonna go with prime meat because my taming rate is slightly above what is regular, and I haven't seen anything high enough to actually go with any kibble. And after all, the Uteranus serves several purposes. First purpose is it's a fantastic creature for actually gaining some XP, and Uteranus gains some fighting damage when fighting, and it also gains you a little bit of an edge when it comes to things later down the line. Not gonna go into all of that right now because there isn't a reason to go into all of it right now. So catch you all on the next one. Till then, have a good day.